high-level talks between India and China have ended. The meeting has just come to an end. Talks between military commanders of India and China on the standoff is over now. Sources tell Times Now that the Indian delegation led by 14 Corps Commander Lieutenant General Harinder is returning to Leh. Let's go across to our National Affairs Editor Srinjoy Chaudhary, who has more details with him of what really happened during the meeting. Yes, Srinjoy, over to you.
Yes. What we've heard is that the meeting is just over and Harinder Singh and his other officers are returning to Leh. It is only after they return to Leh, presumably there will be secured communication that exactly what happened in the meeting will be passed on to Army headquarters. There were really 5 issues that came up for discussion. The situation in Galwan, the situation in the Finger area in Pangong-se, the build-up of the armed forces on both sides, the scuffles which have a potential of escalating, and of course the structures that have been built by the Chinese behind where the troops are. These were the issues that were put up by the Indians. On the Chinese side, of course, they wanted India not to build the roads and bridges that it has been building. But we will know shortly what happened in the meeting, what if there is a forward movement, because we are hearing that once Harinder Singh gets back, Lieutenant General Harinder Singh gets back, the details of the meeting will be shared with the Army headquarters and the Army generally and the government, of course.
Right. So are we going to hear from the Army an official statement from there, or are we going to hear from the MEA?
Well, that's not very clear, but certainly something is expected either from the Army or from the MEA, as you rightly said, from the government, because it's particularly important, because this was a meeting that was talked about first by the Defence Minister, Mr. Rajnath Singh himself. So it's very important to know exactly what happened in the meeting, how things have been taken forward, and how the entire problem can come to an end. We know that it's going to take time. We know it's going to take weeks, maybe even months. But the important point is that both sides realize that escalation is going to be difficult. It is going to be detrimental for both sides. And if that is so, it is better to quietly end this problem rather than let it fester.
Right. But then, can you tell us what has happened during the past standoffs? Would we see it on ground when there's a de-escalation at the LAC, or would we hear it first from the Army and the government?
Well, that's going to take the de-escalation, the government believes, will take a little time. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen tomorrow. But when it does, we would expect the government to make an announcement, and then there will gradually be a thinning of the troops that are on the ground in Galwan and in the Finger area. Already, just as a token gesture, a few troops have been withdrawn from both sides in the Ladakh area. Now, the effort is to ensure that there is another thinning out in the areas where there has not been a thinning out. Now, that is a primary issue or a discussion. We will have to see exactly how that works out, because it's particularly important that there is a de-escalation. Once there is a de-escalation, then both sides can breathe a little easily and gradually things can be sorted out. But it's a knotty problem. It's a problem that will take a long while to solve, is the expectation in the government, though there is a sense of optimism, one can say, that this problem will get sorted out.